Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
What I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Play the beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Quick dash. Come.
The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and very short, Cousins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
180. Listen to me.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. You must be getting tired of seeing this.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
180. 2. I'm going to run you over.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 32-yard line.
Jahan, 180. First. Hey, can't.
On second down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Jahan, 180. Mike, 47. Listen.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Right there. Hey, exit.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Breeze now. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
A gain of 15. First down, Saints.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Will Watson for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come to wild world. We want it. Come to
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
5-1. 54.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
36. 54. Hey, Charlie. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Mike 50. You kill. Sammy. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Ready?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4.
54, right there.
Hey, Steve 6.
Well, again, they'll throw with Breeze. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk.
After the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Easy. We're good. 5-4, ready. Check.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
95, 56, 54. Let's go.
From the 39, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You kill. Mike 5-4. Hey, Delta. Defense, let's go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Now Breeze, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, 26 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards there and a first down. Cousins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10.
I know, easy.
To throw, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
Yardage, Cousins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They get this again. Jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves.